Chicago police officer sentenced. He pleaded guilty to a civil rights violation for hitting a man in a wheelchair in this video. Good evening, I'm Ann State. Rob has the night off. Officer William Cozy will spend 3 years in prison for the beating, and this case could have an impact on the whole police department. CBS 2's Derek Blakely explains why he is live in the newsroom. Derek.
And this case is one of the chief factors that's driven a deep wedge of distrust between Chicago Police Superintendent Jody Weiss and average cops on the street. And today's sentence for Officer William Cozy, 40 months in federal prison, will only further that rift.
My opinion, this prosecution brought by Superintendent Weiss was misguided and vindictive.
William Cozy's attorney believes the Chicago police officer is headed to prison not because of his brutality, but because of his boss, Police Superintendent Jody Weiss. A county court sentenced Cozy to 18 months probation after a 2005 security video showed Cozy handcuffed and shackled an abusive patient in a wheelchair at Norwegian American Hospital and then beat the man repeatedly with a small baton. But Weiss believed Cozy got off light. He referred the case to federal prosecutors, which enraged his officers on the street. Is there a feeling on the part of your officers that Jody Weiss doesn't have their back?
That feeling has been there for a long time.
In January, Cozy pled guilty to federal charges of using excessive force against the patient, Randy Miles. In court today, Cozy apologized, saying, "I let my frustrations get the best of me and made a terrible mistake in judgment. I am deeply sorry." But Judge Blanche Manning ruled the beating wasn't spontaneous, it was deliberate and calculated. She sentenced Cozy to 40 months in prison.
We will back up police officers who do reasonable things under the circumstances, but at the same time, everyone needs to understand, police officers and the public need to understand that when people cross the line and assault someone and then lie about it, that has to be addressed too.
But Cozy's attorneys believe the sentence sends a far different signal.
So I got a message for all those fine officers in blue out there. After 15 years on a job, don't snap. You'll get thrown under the bus. It'll be a federal bus, and it'll be by your own superintendent.
After beating the wheelchair patient, William Cozy falsely claimed that the man had attacked him and had him charged. That's before he knew the video existed. Ironically, Cozy had an outstanding record. Colleagues called him a hard worker with 15 years on the force and not a single complaint for abuse or brutality. By pleading guilty to a felony, Cozy automatically loses his job and his pension. Live in the newsroom, Derek Blakely, CBS 2 News.
Those were strong words from the defense. Derek, thanks for putting it all into perspective for us.